Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I am a shamaness, I am a medicine woman, and I'm going to be implicating some healing modalities to help you on your day-to-day routines and your day-to-day life. And today we are going to be talking about various herbs that you can place in your teas. And that's not my dog, that's my roommate's dog. And I'm very sorry. If you have headphones, please kindly take them out. We're going to be talking about herbal teas that could heal you and herbal drinks that could heal you from the inside out. So one drink is a drink that I like to make, and it has carrot mango juice in it. My original concoction was pineapple ginger juice, pineapple juice, a little shot of apple cider vinegar, ACV, some lime, fresh squeezed lime, as well as some turmeric powder and some cinnamon powder, and then cinnamon stick and bay leaves, and then putting ice in it. You can also put papaya seeds in it to aid digestion, Or today I ran out of my original pineapple ginger juice, and so I did mango, carrot, and some passion fruit juice, and then I drops of lemon in there, some papaya seeds, as well as bay leaves, cinnamon powder, and cinnamon stick, and ACV, which is optional. But this really cleanses your system out, and this makes you feel amazing. And I know it's carbs, but it's like sometimes you have to give your body what it needs so you can be strong and so you can gain your strength back, especially after any type of, and we'll talk about this later, psychic attacks. So I want to talk about this herb too. This herb is called cloves. This one in allspice, I want to say, sorry, my daughter's father just texted me, but this one here is protection and pushing away negative energies, okay? And I also am excited to, as well as allspice, and you could put them in teas. And I'm going to be jumping around a lot today because it's very hard for me to plan things because I'm such a spirit channel that everything comes through me as a conduit. I'm so sorry about the Chihuahua dog. I'm so sorry about the barking. I feel bad for his soul because he's trapped in that room, and my roommate does this all the time. So forgive that, okay? I feel bad though, I do. So I put together like a cleansing purification blend. So this has a bed of bay laurel, okay, some root herb, some angelica, okay, for protection, cleansing out the evil eye, and yagruma for the evil eye, to cleanse out the evil eye. It also has some Quita Maldición in there, which is a curse and hex breaker and a generational curse breaker. And it has chamomile on the top, as well as lemon zest, alchemy oil, and peppermint oil, and eucalyptus oil to purify and cleanse and to chase away bad, negative, lower vibrations. So today we are going to be burning this with the intention that all of the shadows and all of the attacks dissipate and disappear, and the happiness and the sweetness comes back into our lives, and we are cleansed and we are blessed, and we're going to claim our power. We're going to reclaim our power. So what we're going to do, so I don't burn myself again, is we're going to light our herbs and state and declare out loud, I declare that my energy is protected. There will be no siphonage of my energy. My energy is sealed by the divine, by the source. My energy is sealed by my spirit guardians and my spirit protectors. I reject any type of negative energies or lower vibrations that has been casted or pointed towards me, and I cancel, clear, and delete that line of energy that has siphoned my energy and that has created obstacles in my path and tried to minimize my progress or my success. And I reject that line of energy that this group or these people or this specific individual or this person is trying to send to me. And I cancel, clear, and delete all spells, hexes, curses, and evil eye across any and all timelines and across all dimensions, all previous lifetimes, this lifetime through the 4 directions, and I call my power back to me. I call my energy and my power back to me. And you can state your intentions like that, right? It's important to protect your energy and be like, these are my energy boundaries. My energy is fortified. I am protected. There will be no siphonage of my energy. I do not give my energy away for free. I am a god. I am a goddess. I create my own life, or I'm the co-creator, depending on what you want. And I break all spells, hexes, curses, evil eyes, any plots and plans over my life, stemming from past life, karmic retribution. And I cancel, clear, and delete their powers over me now through the 4 directions. I cancel, clear, delete all of this through any past lifetimes, past incarnations, this lifetime, and I cut and I clear the cords across every dimension, across all time and space, and across the 4 directions. And I'm cleansed and I'm purified, and so it is. And then, you know, you sit there and you feel the energies lift off of you. And if that's not enough, okay, I'm here and I'm a shamaness, a medicine woman. Okay, this has been in my generation and my lineage for years. I have lived past lives as a healer in India. I've lived past lives as a tarot reader, you know, in Africa. And I've even lived past lives as, you know, an Egyptian queen as well, and in, you know, France and in Italy as a princess. These were like earlier times, like way a long time ago, and you know, this is not my first on earth. So I want you to just allow me to shake all of this out of you and just cleanse these vibrations out of you. And I also want, I feel so bad for that dog's soul, because he literally traps that dog in that cage for like 6 to 8 hours at a time, and I cannot go into that room. It's against the law, and I'm not going into the system. So, which is soul breaking, and nothing else is going to break my soul in this lifetime or any past lifetimes, because these types of people, you know, they're energy vampires, and they've had this hold over me for many lifetimes, but I've cut the cords, and I'm going to do the same for you. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my drink way over here. So when I cut these cords, okay, I'm going to pull them out of you and cut them. So I see a lot in your solar plexus chakra, which is your inner power energy center. It governs your self-confidence, okay? It's the yellow, bright yellow, vital yellow right at your belly button, or 2 inches to the left of it. And it's supposed to be very bright in color, and it's supposed to spin clockwise, but I'm seeing these murky grayish cords, and I'm just going to go in and I'm going to cut them. And then I'm going to go up to your 3rd eye, and I'm going to pull any type of narcissistic abuse projections or energy vampire, like the hooks that they try to put into your mind to influence you to do, you know, to be controlled, because it's all about control. So you want to just take this and cut it out, okay? So I'm going to pull and cut. And energy cords are very real. So this is a cord cutting. So make sure that you want to cut cords with this intended person you have in mind. And you could even visualize, because the mind is such a powerful tool, and you can visualize a cord between you and this person, or you and this group. If you're getting bullied or attacked, you could imagine several cords of them to you. And then when I pull, take a deep breath, and then when you exhale, the cords are cut, okay? So take a deep breath. Now exhale. Take another breath. Exhale. And I'm going to keep pulling them, and now they're, okay, so I'm seeing a lot of archonic influences and like hooks on your crown chakra, from your crown chakra. It's like they hook into your head and they hook into your back. Like one of them is trying to hook into my back right now. So we're going to shake them away from you as well, because we don't need any of these narcissist projections or these energy vampire hooks in you. We want you to stay clear, and we want your energy to stay clean, and we want your light to shine bright, and we want those chakras to spin clockwise and to be vital so you can be healthy and live your best life and create your best life. I want to kind of create as well. I'm going to do more cord cutting in a moment, but I want to also create, put some more like star anise in this. It's beautiful. This spice is just cinnamon stick and star anise. It's just something about this spice that is just so like, and I love putting this in my herbal teas. And I just made a really, look at this perfect one. I just made a really yummy herbal tea last night. And I'm going to do some peppermint for releasing this time, because peppermint, like any type of mint, puts that release. And it releases you from like lower vibrations. And I want to put some lemon zest alchemy oil as well on like a bay leaf. A leaf of laurel. Bay. And I want to, got 2 drops of that. And then I want to put a little bit of cloves with some eucalyptus oil and lavender oil for more healing. And you just really, what you do is you do this mixture or any type of herb that calls to you, and then you set your intention when you light it. So the lavender oil. This one's a little slow to come out, but you know, everyone is different. So you gotta be patient. And then I'm gonna put a teeny more bit of this chamomile herb to lift that heaviness or those grief, sadness, emotions from like when you feel like you're defeated, or like you feel like they've really hurt you, because they have, and you're valid. Never doubt yourself, okay? You're very valid in what you feel. Don't let anyone gaslight you or talk you out of your emotions. That is the purest, disgusting, not purest, but it's the most disgusting manipulation, a form of manipulation, is when someone tries to talk you out of your gut instinct and try to really hook into you, and then you feel forced. And this is why I'm not in relationships in this lifetime, because a lot of people have tried to do that to me, and I don't take their, you know what I mean? And I'm such a truth teller to the point where like I cannot hold my tongue, and I'm a shamaness and I'm a medicine woman, and like everything about me is the truth and light, and I can't be like in one lie, you know what I mean? So now we're going to light this beautiful blend. I'm sorry, Leo. Okay, so with the highest intentions for our highest good and love and protection, I ask our spirit guardians to release any heavy negative energies, any psychic attack, any energy vampire projections that no longer serve our highest good or our soul's purpose. And I release these energies and transcend and transmute them into the highest form of light and truth and love. You have no power over me. I release you and all the shadows and the darkness. I release you now into the light. May you be free. May my life be free of you. I reject any psychic attack. I reject any type of archonic influence. And I reject any type of manipulation or narcissist abuse. And I reject any gaslighting or any type of psychological abuse. And I reject any spiritual abuse. And I do not take spiritual abuse, and I never will. And I'm strong and I'm protected. In the name of the 4 directions, the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. In the name of my spirit guides. In the name of the solar angelics, the cosmic angelics. In the name of the divine source, and also in the name of the cosmic lions and the Black Panther guide. So you can do any type of incantation that's going to empower you or help you release or help you empower yourself and help you really transcend those darker grief feelings and those sadness and those attacks from them and those hooks that they hook onto you. You really have the power to transmute that energy. You can alchemize that energy. You can literally shapeshift it to what you desire to. And you can envision stuff too, like pictures in your mind. Like you could envision this if you're very like, you know, in your head a lot and like, I don't want to say spacey, but like if you're spacey, don't let anyone talk you out of like being a daydreamer, because honestly, you have mental powers and you can be the alchemist of your life with these types of powers. Yes, you're in your head a lot, but if you're very like visionary and imaginary, you can imagine things, and that is going to slowly or fast, depending on your type of manifestation, pull your desires and those thoughts that you're sending out into the universe, pulling them back to you with your desired intent and the success of that outcome. So we're going to just light some more bay leaf because I feel like we need to cleanse like the environment. And then I'm going to add a little bit of hibiscus dried flower. That's what they're telling me. To add a teeny bit of hibiscus. So this is hibiscus right here. And I'm going to add some essential oils to her so she burns up real nice. I'm going to do some rose, some lemon for self-love, self-empowerment. We're going to do some lemon for that energizing, you know, energy. And then I want to get a cinnamon stick and kind of flare him up, because I feel like we really could use some sweetness coming back into our lives, especially if we are healers or if we are shamans and if we are the god and goddess of our own life. It's important to recognize our power and to protect our energy every single day, because we're alchemists and we're, you know, this is the new age of ascension and we're coming into our powers, okay? The whole world is completely changing, and I was gonna say, like, don't do this to me right now. This is my last one. Okay, so for the highest of good of all, I release any negative, heavy energies. I release all generational curses. I release all power of the tongue spells. I release all shadows and I transmute them into light. And you're not welcome here now, so leave. And you're not welcome to my viewers, so leave. In the name of my Black Panther spirit guide, in the name of my Cheetah spirit guide, in the name of my Syrian mothers, in the name of my Blu-ray mothers, in the name of my Andromedan mothers, in the name of my Arcturian mothers, in the name of my star mothers on Mintaka and Bellatrix and Orion, and as well as the cosmic lions. And you can call deities in, and so it is. You can call deities in, like, in the name of Mother Lilith, okay? In the name of Goddess Athena. Whoever your gods and goddesses that have called to you, there is no wrong path. There's no wrong or right here, okay? We're going to go ahead and light this hibiscus up. We're going to try, which she should flare up because it's essential oil, but she might, I don't know. Oof. With the highest intention of all, purify my energy field, purify my light, release any spells, hexes, darker energy attachments, release all types of spiritual and psychic attack. Release you now into the light. In the name of the Cosmic Mothers on Lemuria and the Cosmic Mothers on Pleiades, the Seven Sisters, in the name of the Cosmic Guardians of the Galactic Universe, of the Galactic Federation of Light, my Star Fathers, I call on you to release any heavy, lower vibrational energies that was holding me down or holding me back, so that were constricting my fullest potential, that was constricting me and holding me back from my fullest potential. And I release you now. I release all the shadows, all the darkness, all the baneful magic, all the negative intended spells over my life. I release them now in the name of the Star Fathers. in the name of Pluto, in the name of Neptune, in the name of sun god Ra, in the name of the light bearer Lucifer, the light bringer, in the name of Lilith, in the name of Grimory, in the name of Isis, in the name of Mayat, goddess Mayat, the goddess of truth and justice. I now release these shadows. Take them from me and take them from our lives. And so it is. So now I'm going to be cutting with my smaller arrowhead. First, I want to do some cleansing with this tiger's eye, your throat chakra and your heart chakra. I can get a good grip on it. I just want to open the window a little bit more and let some more breeze come in. It's a very warm winter day and I don't like the warmth right now. I used to, and then I got used to a little bit of the cool weather that came in. We had a little cold front and it got really cold and the coyotes were coming out earlier. I know, coyotes in Florida, right? So let's do some more pulling with, I'm not sure if this is a black tourmaline or a smoky quartz, but I want to say it's a smoky quartz, but I could have sworn when I bought it, it was a tourmaline, but it looks more smoky quartz to me. Nevertheless, smoky quartz is self-cleansing and it puts a force field of protection on you, and it's just as powerful, if not more powerful, than black tourmaline. So I'm going to get, okay, so there's cords from your solar plexus that I'm pulling out. So a lot of it has affected your inner power, your inner confidence, powerhouse, and your, it's really sad, but we're not going to sit here and feel sorry for ourselves. We are going to release and cut this so it can no longer affect our lives and it can no longer drag our vibrations down. Okay, so I also want to get the third eye center, because the third eye and the upper chakras, so the crown chakra as well as the soul star chakra, okay, and I want to get the sacral chakra, the base chakra, and the earth star chakra down here. Oh, that was fucking good. Excuse me, excuse my French here. Okay, so now we are going to kind of shake this energy away, because I'm not going to suck this energy into my field either, and we're just going to kind of blow it out the window and be like, bye. Never come back. Seriously though, never come back. And then now we're going to do some crystal tapping on this beautiful earth shaman. He's a beautiful calcite, I want to say, and I want to see the light really quick. I just want to see something. Hang on. So like the ray of light, last night it was so wild. And I don't know if it was like so much of the smoke cleansing from like, you know, the sessions I was doing. Poor Leo. So I'm going to kind of, just wanted to check that tonight. I'm going to kind of like push this on that side. And I want you to get into the state of freeing yourself from fight or flight and getting into feeling comforted from my sessions. And I'm so sorry about the dog in the background. I really am. I have no control over that. And I want you to go from like a fight or flight state to more rest and digest. So like I highly recommend that you go to your nearest market or, you know, grocery store, whatever you want to call it, and you get like carrot juice. I really like the carrot juice and the ginger pineapple juices. That's like my first choice. And then just like I would get like 3 types, and then I would do the pineapple ginger first, the ACV shot, and then I think I would put papaya seeds in it. I'm trying to think of like the first time that I made this, which was like probably like 2 weeks ago. And my system was out of control. Like I don't even want to talk about it, but it really healed my system. Like this, it's kind of like a detox energy zing drink. This is what I call it. It'll run through your system. It'll get your chakras flowing, more creative again to your sacral and your solar plexus and your root chakras. And it really works because, you know, and then putting, I'm sorry, I didn't finish telling you, cinnamon powder, turmeric powder, cinnamon stick, and bay leaf, as well as sprinkling lime, fresh lime juice in there, or you can do like a lemon squeeze. And then of course that cinnamon powder. And then just stir it all up, and then pour a teeny bit of just normal pineapple juice on the top, a little bit more cinnamon, and then boom, it's perfect. Or an ACV shot too, if you want to. Today I did a mini ACV shot in the morning, and then I had some eggplant. And the other night I had some seaweed snacks, and they were phenomenal, and they tasted like the food on Mintaka, like the fish. It was really good. So I want to do more cutting. I want to do the higher chakras, and then we're going to go to the lower. So today the energy is more clear because the energy vampires are gone. When the energy vampires are gone, I'll have all my energies to myself, and I can help you guys better. Unfortunately, the poor doggies in there, I know. But when the energy vampires are gone and their heavy and sharp energies are out of the house, I can focus more and be happy in my true authenticity, my gifts and my light and my joy. I have all my energy. No one's sucking my energy, so I can better, and you could see the light turn on and off in me, like from my previous videos that I was like actively doing, trying to clear out so much like generational curses and just hexes and baneful magic and all the energy vampire archon stuff. Like if you've seen me, you see how I am, and you see how they affect me when they're in my environment. And it's just like, and it's like, one of them, her energy is very heavy and slimy, and she has obsessions to me. Then another one is very sharp and hateful, and he's got addictions, and I could feel his hate, and I feel his anger, and I could feel like that, like this, it's like this dagger of sharp energy, and it's like, oh my God, like it's so overwhelming. And then it's like, it's worse. Like his energy alone is worse than like me going into Publix or Walmart or Target and embodying like 10 or 20 people, like 10 or 15 people's energies. Like his energy is so hateful and so heavy, and it's so addictive, and like ADHD, and just so like, it's so angry that like, I'm like, heal, like bro, like, so we're gonna keep like cutting these cords here, cutting them out of you, pulling and just cutting this, releasing this. Okay, we don't need it. We don't need to carry what's not ours. We don't need to carry projections. And please, I ask that you subscribe to my channel, and you also, if you can, I would really appreciate you sharing my videos like to Twitter or to your Instagrams, and making my channel known. I had a viewer email me and personally be like, you are so underrated, like your power is so strong, like you need like 1 million subscribers. And thank you so much. I think your name was Noah Kali. Thank you. And I just want to say thank you to all of my viewers, and your positive, uplifting comments are welcome. I will have these sessions daily, as this is my life's work and purpose. I'm a shamaness. I'm a medicine woman. I am a Reiki master. I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm a walk-in soul. I'm a star seed incarnate. And I awaken the masses. I awaken consciousness. I awaken the mortals to what is really going on behind the scenes. And I have a soul that's like a human lie detector, and it's just like it detects every motive, and I pick up on every energy and emotion of others and of mortals, and I see right through like their lies. And it's been really, really tough and difficult, but I'm trying so hard to now use my gifts. I'm seeing more like projections from like these archonic reptilians, and I hate for it to sound like that, because like mortals will be like, she's paranoid, but it's like you don't really know what goes on. Like, you really just don't know like what goes on in the leaders of churches behind the scenes, in Freemason lodges. You don't know what goes on in the leaders of the presidential debates, and the leaders at your doctor's practice or your attorney's office, or the leaders in Bohemian Grove. Like, they are hiding so much stuff from mankind, and I'm here to enlighten, and they might try to destroy me again, because they targeted me at the plaza. So like, I invite you to watch my previous videos, but as a cautionary, I'm just going to say the energy vampires, some of them are more titled like live examples of energy vampires. When they're in my direct environment, even though there's like a wall right here, well, you know, you'll see how I change with their energies, because that's how sensitive. I'm a highly sensitive person, which is a gift. It's not a curse. And you could read the book on it by Dr. Elaine Aron out in California. And I think it's on Amazon or eBay or both. And it's called the HSP, the highly sensitive person. And but it's so much more than that, and I like, my gifts are visionary, telepathic, clairvoyant, premonitions, reading the soul, reading the intentions or the motives of another. And it gets really intense. It's way more than just being an empath and absorbing energies and being a sponge. It's like, it's so much more deeper, but I'm also so evolved away from these darker, lower vibrational energies that I'm also a starseed incarnate. You know what I mean? I'm a walk-in soul. So the Galactic Federation of Light, they put this soul in this body, and I would like to invite you back to watch that as well. I have many videos about some of her trauma stories, and we will call her Serena. Serena Starr. She was also known as Samara Anaya. And she literally got attacked and targeted, and you could watch it in some videos near the video titled Targeted Individual. It starts off like that. So, and then it's like, I kind of tell her story in bits and pieces, because even though this is the new soul that has incarnated into this body, I still have her cellular like blueprints of her emotions and her traumas like ingrained in this brain, because this is not my original body. This was her body. So I can still tell her story as first person or third person. And like, mortals will be like, they'll think someone this spiritually advanced and this spiritually evolved is crazy, or paranoid, but it's not. This is, you can look up Walk-in Soul, my soul sister, By the Light, or Aurelia Light. She's a blue ray star seed. She also is a walk-in soul. Also a trauma-based. I'm a trauma-based walk-in soul. So what happened was, just when I was on Destination Parkway and Universal Boulevard, out by the drones and all the space lights and everything, I couldn't take it anymore because of so much pain, and her own family attacked her and basically told lies to get her and her children kicked out of the house, when they should have been in like the system, but even that didn't work. So the kids never got taken from her. But she went out to live in this plaza after she wasn't allowed back here, because she stood up for her and her kids, and she told the truth about how her nephew was taking drugs, and that her sister was throwing knives over her daughter's head, and her throwing glass candles and lighters towards her baby and kicking her and burning her face. So she was trying to protect herself, and they kept coming at her, and she was alone, and she was a single mother. And so she Marchman acted her nephew, and she Baker acted her sister. Her sister ran and hid. The Marchman act picked up her nephew. Then she got a call after like 24 hours and said, look, we're releasing him. We highly recommend you go to the courthouse because something's not right with him, and we could feel it, and Baker act him and then get a restraining order. And this is what the sheriff and the practitioners from the Marchman Act were telling me. And so I basically followed all of the professional advice, only for me and my kids to get attacked. And then I found out that him and his brother and his father were into dark magic, and they were doing all of this alchemy to get my kids out of my father's house. So it was a very tumultuous, trying, difficult time. Me and my kids almost died. We went to a rescue mission to where they were, I was in charge of the kitchen and working, and the food like coming in, and Publix would donate all of the like the breads and the desserts, the pastries. Every single food was expired. It was inhumane down here, and I'm going to keep talking about the truth. And then they were attacking my son with magic, and like Satan magic and stuff, like darker entity jinn magic, and basically my son got so attacked that he started having these episodes where he would heat up at night and turn bright pink, and I would have to call the ambulance like 4 or 5 times. And then the first time it was actually here in the other room, and I had to rush him into the emergency room where 2 EMTs, a doctor, and nurses had to hold him down and give him shots and test him. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, when her soul was in this body, she was so worried about her son that she didn't even report, like, okay, my nephew tried to poison my son. There was formaldehyde and dog poop, in our things and all these chemicals. And it made her son, like, heat up and start hyperventilating. And he tried to murder the baby, who was 1 at the time. And he got away with this. Like, he's running free. And just as his mother, which was her sister, kept throwing knives, the older one, she is 10 years older. She was throwing knives over her daughter's head. She was throwing glass candles and lighters and all types of heavy glass things at the sliding glass door and the glass window that her baby son was in the play yard near. So she had to take the play yard and put it in the middle of the room, which the energy wasn't that great in that spot, but she had to protect him. And then, like, her sister was attacking her, like throwing food at the door. And then one time she opened the bedroom door and she had the baby in her arms, and then her sister kicked her in her hip. And all of this was just allowed, okay? So after all of these attacks, and then she burned her face, and then she tried to blame it on her. And she said, oh no, she was on ice, which is meth. And, we don't do drugs here, but it's like that side of the family, they do drugs, like they do acid, cocaine, whatever, but they're still running free. So tell me where the divine justice is in this situation. I hear crickets. Okay, so it's just like, you know what I mean? So, like, this right here could be a sign that divine justice is going to come through now. Sirens or horns, you know what I'm saying? But, like, she went through the ringer, and then when she had an officer call the father of her daughters to come and get them, the state could never take them because they had no leverage. She was a good mother. She was nurturing. Yeah, sometimes she would be depressed about being a single mother because it felt like hell and it felt like her world was over. But she never left her kids. She never not nurtured her kids. She always fed and was with her children and protecting them from these archonic, darker shadow energy vampires that were dabbling into witchcraft. And then she was so empathic that she was embodying their energy, and she felt like a fallen angel. And then when they'd suck her back here in energy, she felt like she was like abducted by Hades, and she was Persephone in like Persephone's garden, and it's just so dark. So like it's good kind of how the children are not like in the environment, but it does do something to a mother's heart and soul every day, to where you are a good nurturing mother and you cannot be with those children and you cannot see them grow because your jealous sister or your mother who was spelled against it or influenced against this, it's just so unfair. So it's like right now I'm trying to transmute all of this, and it's working. It's taking time, but it is working, and I'm alchemizing through all the energies, and I'm also trying to transmute not just the trauma, but transmute the energies of her father's house. So, because the darkness has been in this house for far too long, and their spellcraft and their witchcraft has taken over far too long, and this is why I was chosen, I feel like, as well as helping you to ascend and to alchemize this darkness out of the environment, because she couldn't do it. She was so upset about what happened, and she didn't know how to let go or transmute energies. She was more like Hydrian Starseed, to where she was just very like acting from her heart chakra. So she would feel really depressed a lot. Like, when you get really depressed and you listen to Lana Del Rey and you just like you just get like low. Like when you listen to like The Blackest Day or like Lana's originals. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by neighbors. I get easily distracted. But I will say that this is like the second time, and I'm going to go and cut this off. And then like put another one on. But I just want to say thank you so much for joining my session. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to release for you. And thank you for listening to the story about me being a walk-in soul and transmuting energies. And I just want to thank you so much for existing on Mother Gaia. And remember, you are powerful, and mostly you are loved. Blessed be.